Love is in your soul. Your price is higher than gold.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining and clicking on this video. So today I'll be making one of my favorite Funfetti vanilla cupcakes recipe. This recipe is listed down in the description box if you want to try this tasty treat out. So I start by creaming together my butter and my sugar until they are light, fluffy and pale in color. If you notice, I have two types of sugar, and that is because I ran out of granulated sugar, so I had to make it up with what I had, which was cane sugar, Jamaican substitute for packed brown sugar since it's locally produced here, and what we have. And I start to scrape down the sides of my bowl with my spatula so everything can incorporate together. So now I'm adding a cork full of my clear vanilla extract to the mixture for the flavor of this cupcake. Use whatever flavoring you desire, and remember to keep scraping the sides of your bowl when necessary so everything can combine properly. Now that my butter and sugar are well beaten, we can add our eggs to the mixture one at a time so it gives the mixture time to thicken and emulsify, which means to mix two ingredients that do not combine easily, like the egg and butter for example. But we are not going to go into the science of baking today, so I'm just going to continue scraping down the sides of the bowl when necessary and continue beating the eggs until they are well incorporated. You never want to overbeat the eggs into the batter, which I kind of made a mistake of doing, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So now we're down to the third and final egg. I know that it takes a lot of time when it comes on to baking, but patience is key when it comes on to doing baking, of course. So thank you for just taking the time out to watch all of this. If you have made it so far, it's really appreciated. Now we're going to add the final ingredient into the mixture, which is the flour. As a matter of fact, this recipe calls for self-rising flour, but I only add all-purpose flour and decided to create my own self-rising flour by adding baking powder and salt, which I left out because I already used unsalted butter and didn't want to over salt my cupcakes, which in my case I probably should have added the salt looking back now, because the salted butter wasn't as salty as I thought, but you know, we learn. So I am just adding in my flour in 4 portions or parts. That way we give it time to absorb properly into the batter until it is finished. Bear with me guys, we're coming down to the end, and thank you again so much for sticking by me, or if you've reached this far. And don't forget, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button because it helps your girl a lot. And if you like what I'm doing so far to show your support, please do so, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like. Really appreciate the love and support you have been continuously giving. And yeah, so I'm just adding in a few more drops, at least 2 more drops of my vanilla essence, my clear vanilla, because I feel these type of vanillas that I use, the flavor isn't so as much as I'd want it basically, so I have to go in with more. So now to my favorite part, adding in the sprinkles into the batter, which is why we call it Funfetti. So I'm adding in some sprinkle into about half of the batter or less. If you are following, it all depends on you. And the other portion of the batter is going to be without sprinkles, just because my grand aunt doesn't do sprinkles, which it really doesn't do anything to you, and it just produces the cake, but don't tell anybody. And I want to cater to everyone around me. So yeah, into a cupcake tin lined with cupcake liners, I am adding in the batter. Ensure to full the cupcake. What am I fulfilling? Ensure to full the cupcake liners halfway, which I didn't, and you are going to see what happened in the next clips. This recipe gives you a total of about 12 cupcakes or a dozen. So I added some more sprinkles, and now I'm just going to gently tap the pan to get rid of any air bubbles found within the batter. And also I'm going to be using my toaster oven. Use whatever you have, a stove, a coal stove, a toaster oven, whatever you have. Please don't mind the rust, it's been around as long as I can remember. So for the reveal, remember when I was just telling you to pull the cupcake liners halfway? Well, this is what happened if you don't. The batter overflowed when being baked, but my mom says all the better, that means more cupcake for her. So I am going to correct this error with the second batch of cupcakes. Don't you worry, but I can say these turned out pretty good. They tasted yummy same way. So now for the second batch, and these turned out pretty good, which you're going to see right now. Y'all can't tell me this doesn't look yummy. Like, look at that. So what I'm going to do now is cut into this cupcake for you guys to see how the inside looks. I normally love to see when people do baking videos and they cut into their products, into their pastries, so I can know what I'm in for. So yeah, it has a bit of caramelization at the top, which is like the browning of the sugar. Inside it is so soft and spongy. Look at that. That's why I did it like this, for you guys to see how spongy that was. So now I'm just going to frost my cakes using a cream cheese frosting or a cream cheese buttercream frosting, which is my first time making. And if you want me to do a video of how I make this frosting, let me know in the comment section. I'll be gladly to do it for you guys. And let me tell you, this frosting was delicious. I'm not just saying that, it is delish. Like, it wasn't that sweet, because the cake for one isn't that sweet. I kind of did it for my grandma because she is diabetic, and as I said, I want to cater for those around me. But this cream cheese does have a bit of tanginess and sweetness that complements the cupcakes very well. And just to let the cupcakes look pretty, and for the what they call it, aesthetic. For the aesthetic of the video, just going to add some more sprinkles since it's all about funfetti. So this is my funfetti cupcakes, my funfetti cream cheese frosting cupcakes. Is that a bit of too much of a mouthful right there? I'm just gonna cut into it again with the frosting on, and when I cut into it this time, you know I have to taste it again. Like, oh, it was so delicious, guys. So I hope you make this at home. I hope you try it and tell me what you think in the comment section. I love to hear your guys' feedback as always. And yeah, we're reaching to the end of the video. Until next time, guys, bye, and thank you so much again for watching. Bye, guys.